Hello scrappers. Today I have here some pieces of silver buttons. They are all basically on these holders or fingers or something like that. And it takes time to break out some switches or relays or uh, stuff like that where you can get all these stuff. And I would like to know how much silver here is. I'm not gonna refine it, but I'm just gonna take those buttons off here and do a rough estimation how much there could be that silver, and is it really worth to scrap them out. If there are big ones like this, I'm gonna take a little match head so you can approximately see how big they are. Not really big, but yeah, most of them they are the size of that match head over here. So let's get started with it, and first of all let's weigh how much we have that stuff here, because I want to get all this brass and copper separated. About 140 grams. Alright. I'm gonna write it down. 140 grams. So, and how I'm gonna remove this? I'm just gonna take those regular cutters. I'm gonna cut right about here. Oops, sorry about that. They won't stay here quite nicely, but right about there. And the reason why I want to cut there, because this is the weakest point. If I do a little cut in here, sometimes they fly away, but as you see now I have done the cut. It's broken, and I'm just gonna take these cutting pliers, grab here at the end, break this part away, this copper part, and I'm gonna take a regular pliers and just gonna open, and didn't need to do that. It came apart just like that. And here we have one little silver plated button. It's a copper core one, but that's okay. And I'm gonna do, okay, this is already clean, and here is the next button. I'm gonna do all the same thing to these ones over here. So I'm gonna fast forward the video so you don't have to watch all of that when I'm cutting those. But at the end I have here these little bigger ones. I can't cut them with pliers anymore because they are too thick. I have to use a hacksaw to get these buttons off here. So I'm gonna start with these and these smaller ones, and then let's see how much buttons we can get over here. filed these things or salt, just like that. And all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to break these things off. I hope it works. I bend a little bit. This came apart already. And yeah, and it's done. And here is now a little bit bigger silver button. And here we are. Now we have these bigger buttons recovered also. I'm gonna clean up all this mess. I'm gonna weigh all these different materials and let's see how much, what type of material we got. Now I have cleaned up my table and did some maths. So it took me about 30 minutes to get these things done. I had 140 grams of raw material. I did lost few grams because I need to salt a few pieces with my hacksaw in order to get those bigger buttons out of here, and it doesn't really matter much, but let's see. I have copper, which is this pile, 17 grams or 0.58 ounces, and I will get from it point nearly 7 euro cents. So next thing is brass, which is this pile over here. I got it 15 grams or 0.53 ounces, and I will get 0.36 cents. Then number 2 copper, which is this over here. It's coated, plated with nickel or something, I don't know. 2 grams only, 0.07 ounces, only really small number. Then I got this copper with silver plating on. It's 90 grams. Get 0.36 cents, which is this pile over here where the big buttons were. And then I have these silver buttons, 8 grams, which is this little pile over here, which I had 8 grams, 0.28 ounces, and I will get 0.032 cents, which is not much. But let's assume there is a 10% of silver here, because mostly they are copper cord over here. I mean copper core, there are brass here and a lot of other base metals, and they are mostly silver plated, silver coated, very rarely pure silver. But let's assume we can get 1 gram of silver out of 8 grams, and if you can manage to get all that silver coating off here, let's add another 1 gram, so we have total of 2 grams, which is 0.07 ounces, and we will get only $1.82, and the grand total is 1.3 euros and or $1.45. And to get this money, it means if you can extract the silver from this pile and from this pile over here, then you will get the money. But if you don't, you will lose more than half of it. So 30 minutes work, is it worth that money? So my opinion is no, but nobody gives a check about my opinion. It is your decision. And to get that raw material, you must break down these things, and these things also takes time, and you don't get this silver coated stuff from here because they are from a really old circuit breaker which was about 50 or 60 years old. Quite many of these silver buttons, really small ones, comes from these. You can find these in the microwaves, for example. These kind of circuit breakers, quite pain in the ass to take apart, so it all adds up only the time what's given in here. So it might take you 1 hour to get that money. So this is it for now. Leave a comment. What do you think? Is it really worth the time to extract these, or you just gonna throw them to a brass bin or copper bin and leaving those buttons on? And let me know what you think. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time. Goodbye.